There are indications of improved economic activity relative to 2020, as evidenced by second quarter data available for most sectors.
A piece of the presentation delivered by Minister of Foreign Affairs, International Business and CARICOM Affairs, Oliver Joseph, on Monday before the United Nations. The delivery, however, has left a somewhat bitter taste in the mouths of many. Former Finance Minister Nazim Burke says Grenada missed an opportunity to merge with other regional leaders and address serious issues before the United Nations.
You see, there may be times when Grenada has to do that. That kind of conversation may happen while you're abroad, but that is where you're painting the picture to an individual leader to try to get them to appreciate the magnitude of the hit that you have taken, yeah? And you say, listen, this is what we have been confronted with. This is what this thing has meant to us. These are how many jobs we have lost. This is the unemployment situation. We depend heavily on tourism. We depend heavily on the Citizenship Economic Program. This is what it has meant for our revenues there. So you present a picture to say, listen, we need help in order to get out of this difficulty in which we find ourselves. So I mean no injustice to the minister, but I think that this was a terribly missed opportunity.
Responding to Grenada's presentation, which was delivered by Minister Joseph, Burke believes Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell was better suited for that responsibility.
Here was a great moment, a great opportunity for our Caribbean leaders, including our Prime Minister, to be on that stage together with Mia Mottley, speaking on behalf of the Caribbean, making collective demands, having their collective voices heard on the issues that she was raising, so that you don't have one voice like a lone soldier, a lone warrior in the wilderness, but you have many voices making the same call to the global community to address some of the fundamental issues that she identified, which remain unaddressed and have remained unaddressed for such a long time. That struck me, and I felt at the time that the Prime Minister should have been there, together with Mia Mottley and others.
Comparing Joseph's presentation to that of Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley's, Burke said it was one that could be easily mistaken for a local budget contribution.
If I did not know that he was speaking at the UN, and I had simply walked into the room and watched this television program, I would have assumed, I think fairly so, that this was a budget debate, that this was his contribution to the national budget discussion. And that is not what you need at that level at this time.
He said that the COVID-19 pandemic has and is having a negative impact on the country's economy. But his first suggestion for the government is to appreciate this moment we are facing to get Grenada back on a balanced footing. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.